Hello. Happy evening. We are taking advantage of this cool weather and getting some more clearing done. We have some big updates to show you with how much clearing we have gotten done because we have had, oh my god, I'm sorry, getting eaten by mosquitoes. We have had the bobcat for 3 days now, and we're really excited to show you the progress that we've made. It's been a lot of family coming to help us out, and we're just super grateful that our hands are many right now. So in the last week, we've made a ton of progress. I can't wait to show you what's going on, but I figured I'd pop in and show you what we've got so far because I found something cool. I was cleaning out the giant pile of blackberries and I came across the wiring underneath the prowler. So this is what I found. So here's where all the wiring connects to, and then this is a battery right here, and then it actually has a secondary cable. It's this thing right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's so many spiders. So this cable had a secondary solar panel attached to it, and I pulled that out and wrapped it up, and so it's not buried underneath soil anymore, getting totally destroyed. But it doesn't really seem like that's what was powering it because the light on the top of the refrigerator is still on. So I just need to figure out where this wiring is going, or ask Brandon to figure it out in his endless free time. Sarcasm is real. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go find some shelter because I am about to be eaten alive right now by mosquitoes. You're all having a great day. I'll check in with you soon and we'll do a tour of the updates of the property so far.
There's one of the hazards of living in the country. The bug bite. I think it's a spider. It was worse yesterday.
However, this is looking nice. We've gotten a lot of the fencing out of here too, which is good.
We've made a great big mess.
We have made a great big mess, but usually it gets messier before it gets, you know, better.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm dirty. Let's go into the mobile and we're gonna go finish demolishing the bathroom. And by demolishing, I mean very carefully taking everything out of it. Let's do it. I got the sink out of there. I was trying to struggle through this and I found this dolly. I was like, duh. Here's the thing. Still mold. Grossness. I spray the mold every day, but I don't trust it, so got one of these bad boys. When I'm working in here, I'm wearing it. Okay. Sexy, huh? Gotta get the toilet out. Gotta get that out. Probably should get the bathtub out too if I can. Doesn't look like it's like gonna be that hard. Never done it before, so let's do it. Maybe I'll start with a mirror. You're wondering why I'm using a screwdriver instead of that drill bit that's behind me. It's because these screws are too small for my Phillips head. So I had to go find a tiny screwdriver. Probably gonna want that. There's probably a better way, but this is what I found, so this is what I'm using. It's so nice not to have to bring hella tools up here. We just like already have everything we need to do this. I think may not be like everything we need to do it the most efficiently, but it's everything we need to do it, so whatever. There's not even mold back here. What was that? It's also cool. I really don't have to worry about electrocuting myself because there's no power. Also means there's not. Aw, my mask broke. Also means there's not air conditioning. Not big of a deal, but right now would be nice. Right now I'm just putting all this stuff in a random box until I know what to do with it next. I low-key got vetoed from organizing the tool sheds for a little while because I might have taken a little too many liberties on throwing things away, and I almost threw away a $300 planer that I thought was a broken doorstop. So I'm trying to keep myself busy in other ways, but yeah. The screw is so stuck and I'm having a hard time getting it out, so I'm gonna try using some pliers. Cause, oh no. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, pulls right out. Pulls right out, bitches. I'm a little nervous to see what's behind here. Yeah. There we go. Nothing's behind here. It's not even moldy. I'm really surprised to see like no mold back here, because there's obviously moisture, but this wood, look at, it's fine. Toilet's out, mirrors out, lights are out, sinks out. Need to get bathtub out. I know I really should have researched this before I started, but can't be that hard, right? The good news is, if it doesn't work, this bathtub is already disgusting, so ideally, if we can get this to stay, we'll use it as an outdoor wood burning tub. So, I'm gonna do my best to get this out right. Okay, that's not how to do it. I don't know how to get this bathtub out, so I'm going to save it for another day. At least I got the sink and the toilet out. Guess what I found? I was cleaning out the prowler more, and I stumbled across what I've been looking for. Check it out. See this? Power. That's what I was looking for. Underneath cans of exploded chili. Exploded, expired chili. Yeah. Check it out. We can see the back of the prowler. It's so pretty. This was all this pile before. Now I'm working on this one over here again, because we have to be able to turn the prowler like this and take it down that road to get it out of here. But the tow hitch, there's the tow hitch, and it's like 5 feet from the greenhouse pole, and there is no way to put a truck through that. So we're trying to see if we can fit Brandon's parents' Jeep that has a winch, and we'll just kind of tilt it till it's facing this general direction, and then we'll tow it out of here that way. We'll see. I think universe was probably just like, you know, This move wouldn't be YouTube worthy unless we threw a fire in there. Let's make it a good one. Yeah. The Crozier fire is 7 to 10 miles from us right now. It's went from starting yesterday to being 1,000 acres, 1,100 acres this morning. Started the generator. We are okay. And we're gonna be fine. It's blowing the other direction. I feel for all the people who are mandatory evacuation right now, who have lived here for a long time, and are worried about their homes and their entire lives being upended. We've been there. It sucks. We're super grateful. We're so grateful to the people who are out there on the front lines and on the back lines. Like, people don't see all the power crews who are trying to get in and do what they can to make sure that everything's safe as well. And I have some friends who are in that industry, and it's so stressful for them too. So we're just super grateful that people who know what they're doing are working hard to keep a lot of people safe right now. And we're just going to keep doing our thing because we're not on mandatory evacuation and the fire's blowing the opposite direction. So keep you posted. See what happens. In the meantime, while Brandon is using the generator to water the road, I've been cutting back this, they call it country weed. I call it yellow clover. So I'm trying to make it more accessible to get in and get these wasps that are flying all through here. There's a big wasp's nest in this thing that we need to get rid of because they keep attacking us. We're kind of in like a bottleneck right now where it's stuff that we don't want to throw away, but we need a place to put it. So getting rid of this and kind of cutting it down gives us a lot more space, and it was going to have to be done anyway. So that's what I'm working on. I'm sure this thing is cool, but I have no idea what it is. It's a pile of plastic at this point that is covered in wasps. And what do we do with something like this, you know? I think it's actually a gazebo. That's what I think it is. But I can't tell, so I guess we'll find out. See what I mean, though? These are like roof shingles. Pretty sure it's a gazebo. In other news, the wasps are getting mad at me again. We have a great relationship. So one of the things that I'm really interested in going through this journey of changing my routine, changing our life, and changing so physically where we are in the world is how it impacts my views on the world and how it impacts the things that I've taken the time to learn and the tools that I've garnered over the last few years and how I'm learning how to apply them. I've dove in pretty deeply into different spiritual modalities and different energy tools and firm beliefs around routines that create a healthy lifestyle and help to maintain balance in my life. And part of my goal with all of this is just going to be to talk about what I'm learning and talk about how this is causing me to grow. We are a little over a month in to having the property, and we really started this massive shift in April when we got papers that we needed to be leaving our current home. And that was a journey of its own, and I learned a lot through that. And now I'm in this whole new level of creation. And I've had to give myself a lot of grace, because there are certain things that I really enjoy about life that I'm having to give up right now. I usually have a really big garden. I haven't canned a single thing this year. That's really rare for me. I usually have a fridge full of home cooked food, and I have been eating out like at least once a week. I've had to really learn how to shift a lot of routines. My sleep patterns are super different. My work patterns are super different. The way that I am getting physical exercise right now is not with the intentional movement of like yoga, which is normal for me. It's like lifting stuff at the property because that's where I need to focus my time. There's certain aspects of this process that I have become really grateful for, that have allowed me certain compassions, and I think I want to just talk about them because it might help somebody else. I've always known that we all go through different phases in our life, and it's really important to have compassion for where you are, and I've actually found that to be really difficult in this specific phase. It's been a joy to create something new and to work hard, and it's also been a constant feeling of like I'm doing 15 million things halfway to the potential that I know that I can do them. And it's like establishing what good enough is has changed. But for me, that process of trying to have compassion and not be so self-critical has changed that language, because my standard repertoire is saying, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not doing a good job, you're failing. And I've really had a hard time shifting that and saying, you're doing the best you can with what you have, which is what I would say to somebody else if they were in my shoes, but I find it really hard to say to myself. So that's been a journey, because I don't like eating out. I don't like using packaging. There's a lot of things that I don't like about the way that things are right now. I don't like doing things not completely to the potential that I have, and the tools that I am garnering with the compassion for where I am are also things that are, in my experience, allowing me to relate to people who, on their journey of whatever they're going through, while they're wanting to maintain a semblance of balance in their life, it's nice to be able to say I've been there. And as someone who is a up-and-coming health coach, having a diverse array of experiences to sit down with somebody and say, listen, like, life throws us some loops sometimes, and it's definitely difficult to have compassion with where you are, but that's the bravest thing you can do. I'm really grateful that I can have that experience, and I'm really hoping that I can rewire that experience and say, if I can learn how to have compassion for myself, you can too. And through all this busyness, I've learned how to establish new patterns and find new ways to create healthy habits when life turns upside down and it's not this curated, perfect schedule of wake up, morning routine, afternoon, evening routine. Like, that's just, I'm quickly learning that's just not life always, and you have to ride the waves. So that is definitely one aspect of the things that I have learned in the month that we have been really diving into getting this property ready. There's some great tools that I have been able to use, and I love to share those with others. I've been working with Mindvalley, which is just like an online learning platform, and while I don't have the same morning routine that I used to, committing to the 15 to 20 minutes every day of learning a course from Mindvalley doing a meditation through Mind Valley, whatever the thing is that I'm working on right now, that 15-20 minutes is absolutely priceless for setting a foundation for my day. Like, it's like the same thing as having a cup of coffee in the morning, which I'm also doing, which I usually do tandemly. So having a really deep commitment to my own personal growth, even though I'm already growing a lot and learning every day through experiencing the practical applications of the property, it's different to sit down at a course and have a pen and paper and write down some notes and take some inspiration and do some of the like higher level brain learning and commitment before I dive into like the practical application of the day. And that's been super, just unbelievably helpful. And I'm taking energy work course right now, and I've been able to regulate my emotions so much better. I've been able to kind of take a step back and see the bigger picture and assess the situation from an energetic perspective, which has really helped me manage my stress, which in the long run is also really helping my health when I can't support it as well physically through my nutrition. So it's like that balancing act. You're always going to have what you need in your life. It's going to show up when you need it. And we get the opportunity to use those tools as they come. So I'm super grateful for that kind of like set up morning routine. And I think even as this goes on, I'm still going to take that 15-20 minutes every day, learning, meditating. It's just become an essential part of my day now. I've also had some really great mindset shifts around prioritizing values, actually. Like this one what really surprised me. When you become busy and you're operating with a certain relationship to time, you quickly realize that your values have to take priority, and that it's super fun to like observe from almost like a third party perspective of myself. If I was gonna like take a step out of myself and look at me, like there are things that I was like caring about before that were kind of frivolous and like didn't really matter that I've kind of been like, I don't even have time for this anymore. Like, I don't care. And a big aspect of that is like people's perception of me and how, if people like me or not. Like, I've always really struggled with being a people pleaser. And this journey of just like not having time to care about that has been really helpful. So I've really enjoyed growing through that process. So those have been just kind of some of my key takeaways up to this point. And there's so many more, but as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I am super grateful to be learning what I'm learning and to have certain tools and support from others, and to have a relationship that allows me to learn more about myself and become closer to who I am as a higher self being. And I'm excited to share more with you all as this journey continues and we continue to maybe face new learning experiences, new successes, new abundance, and as we create something that is better than we could possibly imagine. It's going to be fun to see the beginning through to wherever this ends up. So I hope that you are all doing well today. I hope that your journey of life is also allowing you to have compassion for yourself, maybe have a little gratitude for what life is offering you. And if you have questions about anything, let me know in the comments. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, check it out, and yeah, we'll hang out more soon and talk more about the wonderful natures of life.